It is Super Bowl weekend. Speaking of the weekend, they are performing at the Super Bowl. I'm going to tell you right now, this dude, hey, he's fresh, he's relevant, he's new, and this is still, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be the best Super Bowl halftime show ever. I promise you. It's going to top Katy Perry. And, oh, Katy Perry. That's hard to top, but it's going to do it. Listen. Good music like The Weeknd, man, it makes me think about hugs. Hugs are awesome. I love hugs. COVID has just broke my heart. I don't get enough hugs. It's COVID. 6 feet apart. How am I supposed to hug you from 6 feet apart? Give me a hug. I need a hug. You know what I like about them? A lot of people out there don't like hugs. It creeps them out. They're like, get off of me, dude. Well, I'm going to hug you. I hug everybody. I've talked about this over and over and over again. Till I'm blue in the face. Give me a hug. So, let me tell you who I hug the most. I hug my little baby boys. My baby boys, they're my babies, and I like to hug them. My oldest son loves hugs. He comes and gives me hugs, even when I don't want him, and I'm going to smack him around and throw him off of me, and he's getting so big, and he just squishes me. He tries to come and, lay on me, and I'm like, get off me, dude. Probably got it from my dad. My mom and my dad both like hugs. My mom will literally come see me just to hug me frequently. Like, I'm not even kidding. Dad would hug me. He didn't mind a hug. I'd always make sure, get him when I need it. Let me turn this down. I can't hear it. Can't hear it myself. So, I wanted to talk about hugs because something's been happening lately. So, my kids are getting older and they like to have their little friends over for sleepovers. And every single time, because, look, let's face it, dads like to embarrass their sons or daughters. I don't have a daughter, thank goodness for that. So I have 2 sons. It's excellent. I love the guys. They're my babies. We've already covered I hug them. But even though we love them and even though we want to hug them and care for them and show them that we care for them, we also want to embarrass them. I don't know, is that just a me thing or do you do the same thing? I want to know about that. Tell me if you do the same thing. Like the video real quick. So, the way I embarrass my kids is every single time they have a friend come over to hang out with them. Normally, if it's a new friend, I got to acquaint myself with this child. And I'll go in there and I'll treat it like any other day. When my kids are going to bed, I tuck my kids in at night. Now, there's a couple nights a week where I might be too tired. They're getting older, and I'll say, just go to bed, dude. Or come in here and hug me. I'm not getting up. I'm watching a TV show. I like TV shows just as much as I like hugs. So, that's what we do. Hug them goodnight. Tell them you love them. And it makes people feel special. So, I'll ask these little strange boys that come in my house. I'll go in there and I'll hug my babies before bed, and I'll look over at their friend and I'll say, excuse me, good sir, do your parents hug you like I hug my baby boys when I put them in bed? And you would actually be just baffled at the fact that I'm going to tell you right now, I ask every one of these kids this, and their answer to me, believe it or not, is no. Every time. Generally, the question is stated in the phrase as, does your dad hug you goodnight? Or does your dad hug you, period? And it's almost always no. Could be lying to me. I don't know. I don't know why they'd have any reason to lie to me. There ain't no reason to lie to me. Am I big and scary and you just lie to me to get me out of your face? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is they tell me no. When they tell me their dad doesn't hug them, I say, well, do you hug your mom? Normally, the answer is no. Then I'm just flipping on them. Does your mom or dad hug you? I get a lot of no's. At least from the dad's side. The dads don't hug. Sometimes moms hug. They say their mom will come in and hug them every once in a while. And my rebuttal to that is, dang it, boy, you listen to me right now. You are going to go home when you leave my house tomorrow, whether I take you home or your parents come pick you up, and I want you to go hug your mom and or your dad and tell them you love them. You don't have to tell them you love them. Just go give them a hug because that's what it means, right? So, do that. Go home and hug your mom and dad. And you tell them, if you wish, if it's your wish, I want you to tell your mom or your dad, say, Mommy, Daddy, will you hug me more often? Because it makes me feel special. It makes me feel important. Or you're just flat out creepy. I don't care what your reason for wanting to hug is. I mean, I don't even know what my reason for wanting to hug is. I'm probably on the creepy side, truth be told. But I like the hugs. And there's just absolutely no reason. It's crazy. I can't even imagine not hugging my kid. Well, I like to hug my kid in the morning. When they were small, little baby boys, they used to actually come in the bedroom and wake me up in the morning. Because I told them, when you wake up, you come let me know you're awake with a hug. Now, they don't do that anymore. Sometimes little old Tanner, I'll catch him sitting on the sofa in the living room, tying his shoes in the morning. I'll go put him in a headlock and tell him I love him. I like to smell his hair. Hair smells good. It doesn't smell like the baby hair anymore. Hey, if you have a baby out there, please invite me over or bring your baby to my house so I can smell their head. Oh my goodness. Smell a baby's head and tell me you don't like it. So, don't hug babies too tight, by the way, okay? You could probably hurt a baby if you hug a baby too tight. The best way to show affection to a baby boy or a baby girl is just pick them up like this and smell their head. That's about all you gotta do. They'll get it later, maybe. So, hug your dang kid. I am so disappointed in you parents out there of America, of the world. Oh my goodness. Show your child some affection and go hug them. Quit it with this nonsense. I have people tell me all the time, I'm not going to teach my kid to be soft. I'm going to teach my kid to man up. Don't tell me. You just let me know later on down the road how far that gets your kid in life, okay? Man up. Suck it up. Dry your tears, young buck. And get up and go get it. No, don't dry your tears. If you have feelings, share your feelings. Let people know what your feelings are because they're your feelings. And if people are going to be a part of your life, they need to be a part of your feelings. So share your feelings through hugs, through verbal, through tears, whatever you have to do. Doesn't mean if you share it that people have to receive it. But it's your right to share those feelings with people. It's important. I don't even know where to go. Look, it's a way to share. You don't have to be so private to where it's about modesty, to where I'm afraid to show my child affection in public because it's not okay to be affectionate in public. Or it's only okay for a boy and a girl to show affection to each other if they're boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. No, and you don't have to be gay, homosexual, whatever term you want to use to be sharing affection with another man or boy. Look, I go out there with little pee-wee football kids I've known. I coached, a season or two here and there, helping those other coaches out. And I got little boys out there that I've known since kindergarten. Every time those little kids see me, they'll run up to me and they'll grab my leg and hold my leg. And, their little sisters will even come out and I give them hugs every time I see them. And they just love my hugs. Well, they need that affection. And, everybody does, whether it's man, woman, or child, I have customers where I've gone out and I've done an estimate and someone meets me for the very first time and I'll have a woman just pull me in and give me a big old hug just because they appreciate my time and what I'm doing and coming out and educating them and providing them with a service. And I love it, man. There is no reason why, even if it's a perfectly good stranger, you can't sneak a hug from me. I'll take it all day, every day. Just be careful because chances are if I know where you live and I know you're giving hugs, I might be just driving by one day. I'm going to stop in and tap on your door and be like, it's hug 30, baby. Okay, let's wrap this up. Hugs are good. Hug your children. We got that. I'm going to give some props out here in the world of hugs. My sister, Tara Brassfield, oh my goodness, she gets the award. She is like the Tom Brady, the GOAT, greatest all-time hugger, okay? There ain't going to be another hugger on the planet. You try all you want. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to give a second place to someone who's still kicking. My Aunt Megan, okay? This woman gives good hugs, and she lives all the way in stinking Utah. She's in Utah. When am I going to get another hug from this lady? It's been like, I think it was a year since I seen her. She posted something on Facebook. Pretty good hugs, boy. She hugged me, and I had a little tear in my eye because that hug felt an awful lot like my sister's hugs. We ain't getting them no more. Aunt Megan, where you at? Quit all this Utah garbage. You gonna make me drive out there, fly out there to get a hug from you. And you know what? I might just have to go door to door, hugging contest. Find me a hugger. I don't know. I'll pay $1 a hug, $0.25 a hug, whatever. We're gonna make this happen. Get out there, like this video real quick, comment on who gives the best hugs for you. And if you haven't got a hug for me, well then call me on over and let's test out this hug thing. I'll triple mask if I have to, but I'm okay hugging with no mask.